Because that's really what the state's expert ended with. It doesn't apply here, and Sarah is the aggressor in this case if the defense didn't ask that question. Never would have heard in this case what the state's expert ended with. It doesn't apply here, and in fact, the defense opened the door. We never would have heard in this case that Brian Boone thinks Sarah is the aggressor in this case if the defense didn't ask that question. So that's what the jury heard today. And I wonder after seeing those videos if there's no doubt for them about that.
Well, just a quick recap of day 5, Sarah Boone trial. There was a lot of fucking around with the defense basically trying to get rid of a statement from the psychiatrist who interviewed Sarah for 2.5 hours, who said, I didn't determine whether she had PTSD or not. It didn't matter. It wasn't relevant because she said they were playing around, having a great time, laughing. He got in the suitcase. She zipped him up. He said something that made her mad. The doctor said, therefore, this was not the criteria for PTSD. It was something else. So therefore, it didn't matter. And the defense did a Streisand effect, basically spent half the morning trying to get that stricken. But then when they were given the opportunity to strike, it was like, nah, actually, I'm going to ask her about it anyway. It was a very bizarre strategy. But even though I missed a lot of the videos because I was busy working and I had to go get my kids, and so I was only able to see some of the videos that they played this afternoon, the prosecution. Oh my God. Just unbelievable. I just cannot believe there's stars. Oh, that looks kind of gross. So, Sarah is an evil woman. She should be in jail for life. Fuck that 22 years shit. I mean, honestly, wow. I guess I'll be going back. I'll be watching more of those videos. I'll catch it on the replay and when Peter Tragos covers it. But it's genuinely so heartbreaking to listen to that man being abused by her. There were so many videos of her being awful, evil, cruel, waking him up in the middle of the night and he's sleeping in the doorway and she's berating him. There was a video of her filming him, coaching him on what to say to the court so she could get off probably for some DV. And she's sitting there telling him all this stuff to say about how great she is. And my Boston Terrier, and I'm an angel. Honestly, it's like 10 million times worse than I thought it was. It's 80 billion times worse than I thought it was. It's send that bitch to jail for life. I have no doubt now. She will never get out. She will never get out of prison, and she shouldn't. In a fantasy, she's going to wake up in her dream and she's going to be free. But no way, child. No way. Now that the jury has seen that, there ain't no way they're going to let you out. Are you crazy? No. Day in, day out, night in, night out. She is going to be there. You know what I was thinking to myself? The time, that 7-year period where if she had accepted that plea deal, she would have gotten 15 years as a plea deal. And you only have to do 80% of that deal. So she's already done 4 years and 7 months. So when you do the math, she would have had about 7 years more. Okay, because you would have had to do 12 years, 80% of 15, minus the 4.7 she's already done, gives you about 7.5 years or so. She would have been getting out when she's about 54.5 years old. Instead, I absolutely believe that she's going to get life in prison. Because those videos that she filmed of herself filming George and the body cams from the times where she called the cops, where she called 911, is indisputable proof that she was the aggressor, she was the abuser, she was the instigator, she was a control freak, she was the scary one in the middle of the night. She was the one that you don't want behind you in that dark alleyway. She was the one. She was the one taking pictures and videos of all the evil things she was doing. She was the one pretending to be somebody she wasn't. She was the one pretending to be being abused when she was in fact the abuser. She was the one crying wolf. She was the one pretending that she was being harmed when she was the one harming. She was the one faking stories and making up stuff to make George look bad when she was the perpetrator. She was the one that couldn't be trusted. She's the one that actually killed George. She was the one. So I'm going to listen to the rest of what Emily D. Baker had to say today. Let me check real quick when Peter Tragos is going to come on tonight. So they may get finished by tomorrow. I guess it really depends on how long does it going to take them. How long is it going to take them? Okay, he's going to come on tonight at 9. I'll show you. So there's my honey pie, Peter Tragos, lawyer, you know. So tonight he's starting in 2 hours, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there is the evil, evil woman. Look at this bitch. She loves herself. Yuck. Girl, you are going down. Down. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. You've lost all control. You've lost your options. You've lost control. Indeed. What is that? A flower? Well, I'm just going to turn this off now. So that is the way it jiggles. Can you believe it? So all those questions, like, I cannot believe how easy they went on her. I can't believe how soft they went on her. The prosecution, how soft the prosecution went on her over, cross-examining her. And it was like, oh my God, are they going to call her back? Are they going to call her back? No, they're not going to call her back. They don't need to call her back. They don't need to call her back because those videos speak for themselves. Like Emily said, well, we thought that the video of her filming herself screaming F you at him while he was in the suitcase begging for his life, Sarah, Sarah, I can't breathe, Sarah, babe, please. We thought that video was going to be the nail in her coffin. Well, turns out there's a bunch of videos that are the nails in her coffin. Those are going to be screws. Those are the final screws. And so tomorrow we'll be closing statements after they read 108 pages of text messages. My God. Can only imagine what those things will say. Okay, so that's that for tonight. And see you later. Join me on YouTube as well. Cat Love Dreaming Peach and .com.
back at lovedreamingpeach.com.